Time now for your transfer update.
Hello everybody and welcome along to Transfer Talk.
Não, pode fazer aqui o corredorzinho para apanhar.
Good luck. All the best for you. Okay? All the best.
Hey Carlos Sosa, 200.
Amende.
Tu l'as payé? Pose à la place de...
Carlos, paye l'amende. Hein? Avant d'aller. Non, je paye.
Quand tu as payé? Il n'a pas payé.
You are happy?
Yes, coach. Yes. Au revoir. Bonne chance à vous. Bonne saison.
As I say, the players did arrive early this morning. Some were in before 9 o'clock. We were here to get the pictures of those players arriving.
We've had a couple of updates from Old Trafford this morning. First of all, talks are advancing.
Yeah, but before all that, some big breaking transfer news for you. Manchester United have finally announced the signing on a 5-year contract, plus an option for a further 12 months.
But we're going to start the transfer show this hour with significant breaking news. It comes from Manchester United, and for us, it comes from Darmesheth.
Yeah, really good news if you're a Manchester United fan. It was news that we were predicting would happen last week, and it has happened, and that...
He's a deep-line midfielder, very technically gifted, but it's his passing ability that should excite fans the most, both short and long-range passing. He rarely gives the ball away. He's in Liga and he's in the sort of the top percentiles for ball retention, but also the number of balls he plays forward as well. So it's not just, keeping hold of the ball, but also passing it in the right way to start attacks as well. So he's just playing some of the best football in his career. He's the kind of move I think at the beginning of the window, you'd been loved to have seen come through the door. Might have taken a bit longer to get to this stage, but it's the kind of target then that kind of not horrifically expensive, not 50, 60 million pounds, but around 30, just over around 33 million pounds potentially for this deal. And if he becomes brilliant and he ever wants to leave, they can potentially get even more from it if he continues to develop.
In terms of that athleticism and that physicality, and he's 6'1", it's very important to have somebody who's got a big engine who can do both facets of the game at a high intensity. Manchester United do not have enough players who can play at high intensity for the duration of games. So I think it's a good place to start. But again, at 20 years of age, like Kev said, it's going to take time. But Manchester United need to be shopping around for those types of players with potential. They're not in a position to be bringing in world-class stars right now. Manchester United are 13th in the Premier League. So definitely the type of profile, and I think one that Manchester United fans could look at and say, OK, I can see why they're going after that player, but can't get too excited, Matt. Yeah. Got to relax.
OK.
Apart from Arsenal, a lot of teams are lacking a bit of consistency. So if we can just pull, the next 5 fixtures for us are winnable games. So if we can pull together another 4 or 5 games, stay unbeaten, I mean, for us really this season, and it's mad to say this as a United fan, but especially after last year, if we can just get into Europe, if we can get to Champions League would be amazing, but just to get back into Europe would be massive for us. I think a good January, bring a midfielder in, and I think Amorim is going to prove people wrong, and I really like him, and I really feel it takes a bold manager to come into Manchester United and stick to a system, stick to his plan, and to get rid of some of the players that weren't necessarily willing to fight for him and the team and the club. So it was a big call, but I think
Manchester United have sent shockwaves across the football world after reportedly completing a sensational £60 million deal for Brighton's midfield prodigy Carlos Bolibba. The transfer, described by insiders as one of the most aggressive and decisive moves of the season, signals a bold new chapter in Ruben Amorim's Old Trafford rebuild. At just 20 years old, Bolibba has rapidly become one of the Premier League's most intriguing young midfielders. His combination of fearless ball-winning ability, relentless energy, and monstrous physicality has long attracted interest from Europe's elite. But it was United, and specifically Amorim, who moved with precision, conviction, and speed to secure the Cameroonian star ahead of several top clubs monitoring his rise. Sources close to the deal claim Amorim personally pushed the transfer over the line, identifying Bolibba as a perfect fit for his high-intensity, dynamic midfield blueprint. With medicals completed and the contract signed, excitement is already building inside the club, with coaches and analysts reportedly convinced that Bolibba will flourish under Amorim's system. Known for his thunderous tackles, press-resistant style, and tireless engine, Bolibba is widely considered one of the Premier League's most promising ball-winning midfielders. His ability to dominate duels and disrupt opposition build-up is expected to bring immediate stability and aggression to United's midfield, an area that has lacked consistency in recent seasons. The reaction across social media has been explosive, with fans celebrating what many believe could be one of United's smartest signings in recent years. Supporters are already calling Bolibba a future midfield monster and predicting that his arrival marks the beginning of a new, more ruthless era at Old Trafford. Beyond fan excitement, the transfer has also sent rival clubs into alert mode. Bolibba's arrival signals Manchester United's renewed ambition to reclaim dominance, and his skill set is expected to elevate the team's physical presence, defensive balance, and tactical versatility. Analysts say this move could be a major turning point in United's campaign, and perhaps the entire Premier League landscape. With the deal now done, Manchester United have not only added a high-ceiling talent but also delivered a strong message. The Amorim era is here, and the club is prepared to make bold, strategic moves to return to the top. The Premier League will be watching closely as Bolibba steps onto the Old Trafford pitch for the first time, and expectations couldn't be higher.